Yo, I have been waiting for this review for a very long time. Welcome back to my channel. It's a pleasure to have you back. Today we'll be looking into the new, totally wireless PowerBeats Pro. Many of you have so many questions on these, and for some reason, these can't be found anywhere, and shipping times for some have even slipped to July, but luckily, here they are. I've now had these bad boys for several days now, so I can give you a full and comprehensive review on these and whether you should go out and get them. We'll cover everything from sound, because after all, sound is pretty important for headphones, design and build, overall impressions, and so much more. And before we start, I am extremely excited to announce my 5,000 subscriber giveaway. We hit 5,000 subscribers not too long ago, and now it's time to celebrate. You can be the lucky winner of a pair of PowerBeats Pros for yourself. If you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel to be entered and stay tuned until the end of the video for official rules. Without further ado, I'm super excited for this one. Let's hop in. So here we have them, the PowerBeats Pro, brand new and sealed in their retail packaging. So today we'll take a look at the black color, which is the only color available for now, as the others will be released later in the summer. I really wanted to pick up moss, but navy and ivory are all also pretty cool. I can almost bet you as well that the box color will be different colors depending on which kind you pick up, but we'll have to wait for those to find out. Anyway, we have a very elegant black box with the PowerBeats front and center. Official PowerBeats Pro branding accompanied by advertising these as totally wireless, high-performance Bluetooth earphones with a charge case and lightning cable, so that you have no doubt whatsoever as to what you're getting. On the back, we see the made for Apple TV, iPhone, and iPad symbol, along with the Android logo, letting you know this is also compatible on other devices that are not made by Apple. However, some features are stripped down, like Hey Cindy and pairing between iCloud devices if you don't use an Apple device. We do also get some highlighted specs, like mentioning that these can squeeze out 9 hours of wireless playback and that the case holds a nice and juicy 24-hour charge, sweat and water resistant, adjustable fit, and on-ear controls. We cut the plastic and lift open the lid to reveal our black carrying case, which houses our majestic PowerBeats inside, but we're gonna set those off to the side for now and look at what else we have inside. We get 3 additional tips used to easily interchange for the best fit possible and conform best to your ears. More on this later. Documentation, a red Beats logo sticker, and a black lightning cable, which I will personally use as the black cables just look so slick around my desktop setup. Coming back to our charging case, open the box up and you're presented with the PowerBeats in typical elegant fashion, magnetically secured to the case for charging. Simply leave the PowerBeats inside so that they can pair, and with the case open, bring the case close to your iOS device and your iPhone will instantly recognize them and ask you to pair them. It's that simple. If you have an Android device, you do have this button here that you must press in order to pair to your phone. We have a lot to cover so that you can make a more informed decision on whether these are the headphones for you. Also, a quick note, while most would be quick to assume to compare PowerBeats to AirPods, let me start off by saying it's not necessarily an equal comparison. The PowerBeats and AirPods have many similarities, but also have many differences. Without a doubt, consumers will still want to compare the two, so I'll be comparing the two head to head in a future video, so definitely stay tuned for my PowerBeats versus AirPods 2 showdown. Anyway, let's begin with price and design and fit. So at $250, these headphones are definitely a tough pill to swallow, but luckily, if you need a real pill, Beats has those too. The price is hard to justify for many, especially when there are other options out there, like the ever popular AirPods 2, with an entry-level price that is a whole $90 cheaper for the version without wireless charging. As of the recording of this video, Apple for whatever reason has decided to only release these in black for now, but later, as I said, this summer, we'll have 3 other options to choose from, including ivory, navy, and moss, with moss being my favorite, and it's a shame they won't be out till later, and I'll likely not pick them up since I already have these black ones. Oh well. Now getting into the design, this is leaps and bounds better than the previous PowerBeats 3. The clip-like design that housed the main components is now gone and is now replaced with something much thinner and less obtrusive. At first, it is a little weird and cumbersome to put them on since they have this angled design. but after about the third time, you'll get it down packed. The ear hooks scream athleticism, and that's exactly who these earbuds were targeted for. Not to mention that the hooks have an adjustable piece of plastic inside that allows you to further customize the fit so that no matter what ear shape you have, you're able to adjust it precisely to your ear to accommodate intense workouts. No matter what I did, these stayed snug on my ear. As an example, I cranked Motionless in White's new album to 100% volume and did my best impersonation, or whatever you want to call it, of trying to be a rock star. They didn't budge one bit. As you can see, if they stayed snug during intense headbanging, you should be 1000% okay while running or training, as I can assure you they will not fall off, believe me. As compared to the previous PowerBeats 3, they have a 17% reduction in weight and 23% less internal volume, which is amazing when you want to have amazing quality in a lightweight and compact package. And best of all, you don't have that pesky annoying cable linking your two buds together. You do get 4 different ear tips, which should, in theory, solve the biggest complaints AirPods get. See, the thing about AirPods is that they are a one size fits all. Only problem is that one size may not fit everyone. I'm lucky enough that my AirPods fit precisely into my ear canal, but others aren't as fortunate. For some, the AirPods are too big, but more times than not, are too small and end up falling right off, especially when trying to work out. Luckily, PowerBeats Pros has your back. Just another quick side note, this is a burning question many people have, and it seems many reviewers don't cover it, but these earbuds work with glasses or shades on, although, after a while, the constant pressure of your glasses leaning on the PowerBeats and vice versa will start to irritate you a bit after extended periods of time. Just know it can be done, but is a bit cumbersome while trying to put them on and taking them off with glasses on. Pre-installed, you'll have the second to smallest ear tip. Additionally, you'll have 3 other tips, a smaller one, then the one pre-installed, and 2 bigger ones to accommodate bigger ears. Removing and installing new tips is extremely easy. All you have to do is squeeze and pull on the current tip gently and it comes right off. To apply the desired tip, simply squeeze and press down on the bud and voila. You'll also notice this Beats logo has a dual purpose. For one, it's for swag and to let others know they are inferior to you because you have PowerBeats Pros, and second, it serves as a multifunction button that aids in things like summoning Siri or answering calls on the fly. An amazing feature I love about these is that towards the top of the buds, we feature a volume rocker on both buds, which comes super handy when weightlifting. You don't know how annoying it is with AirPods to not be able to adjust your volume straight from the pods. You have to reach out for your phone in order to do so, summon Siri, or the problem is alleviated a bit if you have an Apple Watch, but the fact that PowerBeats has this feature is amazing. It lessens the reliability of your phone during a heavy set or an intense cardio session. We do also have an optical sensor here, which like the AirPods and with the help of the H1 chip integrated inside, knows when the buds are in your ears and can pause and resume music when the buds are in your ear or not. You can turn this feature off in the settings. Lastly, we have some microphones integrated into the device and an accelerometer. All of this, with of course help from the H1, aids to filter out ambient noise and target the user's voice for phone calls or hands-free "Hey Cindy" activation. I know that was a lot, but design and fit are extremely important for these kinds of headphones, as these are mainly targeted towards active individuals who need their buds for extended amounts of time. The H1 chip was upgraded from the W1 chip on the previous model, and the new addition of a better, more advanced chip has helped tremendously in aiding with battery life preservation and extending the range of the buds, which features Class 1 Bluetooth 5.0 with very impressive range and little dropouts. Now the biggest gripe, of course, this charging case is massive, well at least when compared to the AirPods case. The beauty of the AirPods case is in its portability, but this case begs to differ. It really is a lot bigger, which may make it more difficult to pop into your pocket on the fly. It does have a lightning connection near the bottom to charge, just like the AirPods, but for $250 misses wireless charging. I really think this feature should have came with the case. But as you'll soon see, the battery life on the PowerBeats offsets this feature, where you'll come to find out that you'll likely be charging your PowerBeats charging case less often than your AirPods case. This is because the PowerBeats case gives you more than 24 hours of combined playback, and the PowerBeats themselves get an industry-leading 9 hours of juice, which is 5 hours more than the AirPods. This is incredible and is perfect for athletes, as a lot of times you'll find yourself hiking or running a marathon or simply on an extended gym sesh, and the extra 4 hours this provides over the AirPods is a welcome addition. Going back to the charging case, you have a cutout to make the case easy to open, and you also have an LED indicator, which has a really neat feature. It shines orange when the case is under 40%, which signals that it has enough juice to crank up one more full charge on the PowerBeats. So in other words, charge up when it's orange to be on the safe side. One last thing about the case, similar to the AirPods, this does have a magnet inside which aids in placing the buds down to charge. You can visibly see small little circles near the bottom of the PowerBeats, which are where the magnets are housed. It's seamless and easy, and the magnets essentially do all the work for you, guiding the buds down into position. Now moving on to the elephant in the room, and now time to address it. Sound. How do these PowerBeats sound? First off, just know the $250 buds aren't for everyone, and also please note that sound quality is extremely subjective. What may sound terrific to me may sound like trash to others, as other people may prefer higher bass, maybe some clear and crisp midtones, etc. I will try my best to describe the audio quality in as broad a way as I can. So with that being said, let's dive in. As compared to AirPods, they are leagues better in terms of sound quality and clarity. The sound is way more immersive and the sound ever so more expansive to the point where it's almost night and day. Of course, being Beats, they carry a reputation of having overly punchy bass, and they're no different, although I wouldn't say it drowns everything else out. You get punchy bass you won't get from AirPods with very well balanced middle and high tones which can be heard past the bass. I also must mention that this design is in-ear, so in a way, it creates a natural noise isolation from the suction that is made from your ear canal and the buds making love to them. It's nothing close to active noise cancellation like you have on the Beats Studio 3s, but definitely less sound leakage and less ambient noise can be heard on these as compared to other wireless earbuds. The bass is very impactful, energetic, and works great with all genres of music, even rock and metal, where you have a lot of instruments playing at the same time. The sound of each snare is banging upon every hit. Synthesizers are heard with a ringing vibrancy, and acoustic guitars sound very snappy, with those highs being really impressive. Like I said, the treble, midtones, and highs sound fantastic, and the whole sound ambience of these headphones works exceptionally well with sound quality, almost being comparable to on-ear headphones like the Beats Studio 3. Now of course, these do the job exceptionally well for my audio needs, and lest I remind everyone that this is only my opinion, I'm just some guy on the internet reviewing tech products, so this isn't a product like case colors or concrete specs where you can have a really good idea of what you're getting. I tried my very best to explain the sound in detail, but honestly, I'd say go to an Apple store first and try these out yourselves. I'm not an audiophile by any means, but these headphones do the trick for me, especially considering their size and compact design. Now with these headphones being touted as earbuds for athletes, they do also offer a nifty IPX4 water resistance rating, meaning if you're drenched in sweat and have been outdoors on a hot summer day, you should be fine. As a matter of fact, you should still be okay if it's raining and you're casually taking a jog outside. However, you may run into problems when you begin to submerge the PowerBeats in water. IPX4 rating does not recommend this, so stay away from the pools or jacuzzis for sure. But do rest assured, no matter how much you sweat, your PowerBeats will continue to blast those tunes for days. Okay, not days, maybe several hours, you know what I mean. And now to demonstrate, I did this just for you guys. I dunked 33 ounces or about a quart of water on my head while blasting to some heavy rock music, and I'm glad to inform everyone that just as I had predicted, they survived. Take it from me, these buds are tough, and I'm glad these offer such ratings. From a weightlifting and athletic perspective, these buds get a lot right. Call quality on these is very similar to the AirPods. I haven't yet encountered any problems while on the phone with these, but similar to AirPods, I've noticed my battery drains substantially quicker while on the phone, so if you can, try to limit call usage if your main goal is to preserve battery and don't have a charger nearby. You'll get your typical quality on these, nothing too impressive, but will do the job just fine. On a similar note, Hey Cindy support is also included here, and I found it much more useful than you'd think. For my meatheads who are trying to max out on squat and have no spotter, why don't you activate Siri and get her to text your Brody to pull up and help you spot? It's a fantastic feature that again is all thanks to our H1 chip found inside. While they do get many things right, these buds are far from perfect. For one, as I mentioned before, the charging case is a huge deal for me. At times, it's a bit obnoxious, especially when tight on space in a small gym bag or having to run with these in your shorts pocket. Undoubtedly, these will continue to get compared to the AirPods, but I mean check out the difference between the two. The AirPods case can easily be palmed and tucked away in your fist without anyone ever knowing you even have them in your hands. The PowerBeats Pro case looks like Wells on steroids when compared to the AirPods case. While for some this may not be a big deal, it definitely is for me, since I live a pretty busy and active lifestyle, so having to carry these around everywhere without much hassle is definitely a burden most times. Second, the ear hook and in-ear design is not for everyone. Many have told me that they feel iffy about these because of the way they wrap around your ear, and I totally get it. The AirPods are real seamless and minimalistic, while these are much more about fit and making sure they stay on your ears. With sunglasses or reading glasses on, it does get a little obtrusive while wearing these, whereas AirPods cause no impediment whatsoever to what you're doing. No obstructions to speak of on AirPods, but again, this is a double-edged sword because some people may prefer the ear hook and in-ear design, as for many, AirPods simply don't fit and fall off or are just straight up uncomfortable. In which case, the PowerBeats hook design may be just the right choice for you. And my last complaint is going to be centered around the price point. For $250, you have to very tediously plan this purchase out. For a little more money, you could just get the Beats Studio 3s and have that active noise cancellation instead of ambient sound isolation, as well as an over-ear style that may prove to be more comfortable for some. However, despite all the cons I have against these little guys, the pros surpass any and all nitpicky complaints I have against them. For one, again subjective to all, I love the punchier bass as compared to AirPods and the fact that highs, treble, and midtones all sound surprisingly crisp, where you hear every instrument and vocals take center stage and are never suppressed by the bass. The PowerBeats do tend to achieve higher volumes, but this is likely thanks to science and common sense, since the ear tips are much closer to your eardrum and work great in busy environments like the gym or running around a busy city. The IPX4 water resistant rating is also a welcome addition that the AirPods don't have, so I feel more confident while being in the sauna with these on, or if I ever get caught running in the rain. One can't simply leave out and not highlight the tremendous battery these earbuds have. 9 hours on a single charge is unheard of by today's standards, but Apple and Beats were able to achieve it largely thanks to the H1 chip and a bigger battery inside as compared to the AirPods. This is nearly a 50% increase in battery life as compared to the AirPods 5 hours, and with the extra 24 hours of juice the PowerBeats case can hold, you'll likely be charging the case at least once a week for heavy users or every 2 weeks for more casual users. In the end, I feel the PowerBeats are a refined and improved version of the AirPods, highlighting the best features of the AirPods and expanding on them while tweaking the design a little bit. Audio quality is much more improved over the AirPods, but I was more impressed with the overall fit and with the customization, like the flexible ear hook and different size tips. This does mean though that they are at an even higher premium than even the AirPods 2 with wireless charging case, which means the casual consumer may just opt for AirPods or other buds within the competition and skip out on these. Still though, Beats did a phenomenal job on these and are 10 times better than the preceding PowerBeats 3 and have an upper hand on even their own AirPods 2. I just kinda wish these had active noise cancellation and a smaller case with wireless charging, but those are just nitpicky arguments to make against these phenomenal buds. Take it from me, if you love hitting the gym, perform a lot of outside work, or simply consider yourself an active individual, pick these up. You won't be disappointed at all. I just say stay away if you're a little iffy on the ear hook design and having to carry a bulkier case with you. Well guys, that's been my official review for the PowerBeats Pros, and let me tell you, it's been a long time coming. Ever since they were announced, I was internally dying and couldn't wait to get my hands on them. They definitely didn't disappoint. As such, I'm extremely excited and grateful to all of you for supporting this channel. Not long ago, we reached a huge milestone, 5,000 subscribers, and as a token of my appreciation, I'll be giving away a brand new pair of PowerBeats Pros or AirPods 2. It's your choice. To officially enter is quite simple. All you have to do is 1. Subscribe to my channel. 2. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I'll provide links in the description. And lastly, drop a big ol' like and comment down below what your favorite movie of all time is and why you love it so much. I'm not a big moviegoer and would like to brush up on some great films. In a month's time, I'll be hosting a live stream where I announce who the winner is. Not only is there a grand prize, but there is also a second place prize and a third place prize for one of the new Apple Watch summer bands and an official Apple silicone case respectively. Again, I'm just so grateful to all of you for helping make this dream come true. I'm super excited for this giveaway, and as I stated, make sure to follow me on social media as I post plenty of channel updates and news, and so you can make sure you don't miss the time and date for the official giveaway livestream announcement. Stay tuned for my showdown between AirPods 2 and PowerBeats Pros, where I go on an in-detail comparison between the two. Anyway guys, I'll be on vacation in Seattle for a couple of weeks, but will try my best to reply to all the comments and DMs, and will be back soon to pump out more videos for all your viewing pleasure. With all of that being said, I'm clocking out guys. See you all in a couple of weeks, and good luck to everyone who joins the giveaway. Peace.